Hey guys, what's up? It's Kelsey here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another how-to fingerboard video. This one's going to be about the heel flip. As in every video, I'm going to be showing you the setup that I'm using today. I'm not sure if I've used this setup in another how-to video. I think I probably have. I just find that for whatever reason, my heel flips look a little bit better on this. I think I'm just kind of used to it right now. It's a Wob deck with flat-face dual durometer wheels, Black River Trucks antique tuning with some idle FB tape, and then I think this is FBS. So I actually learned to heel flip at a flat face rendezvous. I was talking to Timo, the owner of Berlin Wood Fingerboards. I don't know how the topic came up, but he ended up teaching me how to heel flip. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I remember him telling me. Again, it was 3 or 4 years ago, so I don't remember it that well. A little disclaimer already. I mean, fingerboard tricks are always kind of hard to learn. The heel flip is definitely no exception. A lot of people like nollie heels, but we're not going to talk about that today because someone needs to teach me how to do that before I can teach you guys. Here is a heel flip in slow motion. If you don't know how to heel flip already, then every single part of this trick is going to be foreign. It's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to. So essentially the main point that I really want to focus on is the finger positioning. As Taylor Rosenbauer once said, finger positioning is key, and this trick is no exception. So the heel flip finger positioning is kind of different than any of the other tricks I've taught you guys so far. It's a very basic positioning like this for kick flips, ollies, shove-its, impossibles, anything like that. And for the heel flip, eventually when you get better at it, you can adjust your finger positioning. But to learn the trick, you need to have a very exaggerated finger positioning. It's going to feel super weird and super uncomfortable, but every trick feels like that in the beginning. Maybe the heel flip a little bit more. It's just a matter of practicing and getting used to it. You're probably going to try it for the first time and be like, ow, my wrist, ow, my arm, like this is a terrible trick. I feel like my hand's being tortured. For the finger positioning, you're going to want to have your front finger, this from the tip of your finger to your second knuckle. You want to have that on the board just underneath the front 4 bolts. And your back finger is going to be completely scrunched up, and the tip of it is going to go right there where the kick starts, in that little concave area right there. A lot of people call that the pocket, so I'll refer to it as the pocket too. You want to have your finger in this little pocket right here. It's to the left of the bottom 4 bolts right there. Back finger in the pocket, front finger across the board. You might want to move your back finger down the board just a little bit so it's more on the kick but still aligned with that little pocket right there. You're going to want to press down with your fingertips only. Don't press down with this part of your finger, even though it will be somewhat on the board. I have very short fingers, so it's going to look a little bit weird. I don't really know. It just kind of depends on, again, the size of your hand, the style of the way you fingerboard. Find a positioning that works well for you. This is how I learned, with it kind of just like this. Kind of get comfortable with that. Go back and forth with it. Pop the board a little bit. Just kind of get comfortable with that very awkward positioning. I want you to try popping it and just throwing your hand straight away from you. It's gonna feel super stupid looking. It's gonna like just look really odd, but just keep doing that where you pop and throw your hand away. So it's gonna look like this. So 3 steps: pop, curl, throw, pop it here, curl it here, throw your hand out this way. If it's really not getting the rotation and you've tried that a few times, exaggerate your finger positioning anymore. Get this whole finger on the fingerboard and this one curled up way underneath here, and just curl the board. You can see how that was a really slow rotation, but it did rotate outward. One major tip that I have is, even though I know how to heel flip now, it's still easier for me to do a front side heel flip or a varial heel, because the board does tend to want to rotate away from you like that. So if I try to do a heel flip right now, let's see. See how it just kind of spun a half turn like out? So it is a good idea to try practicing your front side heel flips before going to a straight heel flip. I would also recommend to get the motion going, when you roll up before you pop, turn the board in towards you. So again, when you're rolling like this, you want to push it down on this side so you kind of get that rotation going. It makes it a lot easier for your heel flips to come out straight if you just lean toward yourself like that. Again, same thing for a front side heel flip. Turning like that is going to make it a lot easier, but you do want to mentally focus on how your fingers going from this positioning, and then you pop it and curl this finger and it ends up in the complete opposite positioning that you had it before. So from this to this, just kind of, I guess you can practice that if you want to, just kind of get a feel for the way that your finger curls. Going over what we've talked about so far, finger positioning like this, you want to pop, curl, extend this finger, and throw it away from you all in one motion. It's going to feel really weird. Keep practicing, don't give up. And then once you kind of get a hang of that, it's just about kind of bringing your hand back, controlling it, and bringing the board down. Practice your varial heel flips. Also practice doing your front side heel flips. The board already wants to do a half rotation away from you when you do your heel flip. At least that's what happens for me. So why not use that to your advantage? Use it into a rail, a ledge, whatever. That's all I can really say on how to heel flip. Don't get discouraged, but just keep practicing, and I promise you'll get it eventually. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you're able to get the heel flip down and what part helped you, and maybe something that I didn't mention that you think will help other people. Make sure to leave it in the comments down below. Thank you guys for being so cool all the time. I hope you're subscribed to my channel because you don't want to miss out on the really cool things that are going to be happening. I don't want you to miss out. You don't want to miss out. Just subscribe. You won't even have to worry about it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching again. Bye.